This is Hot Take, the final segment of the podcast where usually I go online, deep dive into the forum posts on Reddit and all these other random sites to find an interesting hot take regarding Dragon Ball, and we discuss it, see if we agree, disagree, and then move on with our lives without hopefully causing too much of an argument in the comments. But so far, that doesn't always happen. There's always people who comment and argue in the comment section, so get ready for it. But this week I found posts online. I shall reiterate, these are not our thoughts, these are the posts of random people online, and this random person has said, I dislike the bandwagon effect. Like, oh look guys, Krillin died, lol 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 lol. Yes, this is what someone typed, I'm reading what I'm reading here. But they also say, the amount of stupid inside jokes in this fan base is starting to get absurd. Like, are these people not tired of the generic Yamcha sucks, Goku's a bad father, or Krillin died jokes yet? And that's it. That's the take. That's the hot take. So basically this person's just sick of the bandwagon effect. And I agree. I fully agree with this take. What do you think?
I don't think... I disagree based on the fact that it's not bandwagoning.
It kind of is, though.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's called a meme. There are certain things that are just a joke. Like some of them are bandwagoning. Okay, Some of them are just a joke. And like, for instance, the Piccolo's Gohan's real dad thing.
Yeah,
it's like, that's just a joke. Like, Piccolo is Gohan's real mentor.
Everyone say real dad there and just throw a slow ball. But all right.
Well, but everyone knows he's the true mentor to Gohan. Yeah, he's his real mentor. It's why he wore his gi during the Cell games and everything like that. Like, everybody knows it, despite spending a year in the time of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber with Goku. It's like, it's why it was a Gohan Piccolo film. It's always been the case. Like, it's just a meme that is his real dad. It's like, there are certain things that are just memes, and then there's the bandwagoning thing. It's like,
well, I guess
there are some things that are just like, I think this person maybe
this person's more so because they say the amount of stupid inside jokes in this fan base is getting absurd. So I think they're more focusing on the jokes. They're sick of the jokes, which is what I'm agreeing with as well.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the jokes, to be fair.
No, they are. Like, see, from my opinion, I do think they're outplayed. They're too.
Or do you just mean? Or did you mean they're just boring now?
Yeah, they are boring now. Yamcha doesn't suck. Respect. Put some respect on the name.
Is that not just because you love Yamcha, though?
No, it's not just because I love Yamcha. Yeah, okay, fine, I get it. Okay, yeah, Yamcha is one of the weakest characters in Dragon Ball at this point. Yeah, people love this. People hate on him for no reason. That's a bit that I don't like. He's a good enough character in his own right. He can stand there and, he can have his moments to shine, and he can be the comedic character. If that's how they want to play him off, fine, keep him like that. But you don't need to say he sucks and he's a terrible character. He's not a terrible character. He holds his role well. But, the other jokes as well, like this guy mentioned, Goku's a bad father. He's just not. And I hate that joke. It's a stupid joke. And the Krillin died jokes. Oh, Krillin's dead again. Ha 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 ha. Well, it's been a while now since Krillin's died, so, leave it in the past. But, yeah.
To be fair, the whole Krillin died has kind of been... It's kind of been hinted at even in the latest film by basically the writers when they said all the Earth's greatest, mightiest warriors are here and Krillin.
Yeah.
Like, even they've made a joke of it.
Yeah, I understand that one though.
Like,
because
they didn't kill him, but they basically just said he's just one of the weakest warriors now. So it's basically saying, like, he's died, aka he's just not strong. He's like, he was one of the first to get. He didn't die, but during the Tournament of Power, he was one of, if not the first to get eliminated. Was he the first?
He was one of the. He wasn't the first over everyone, but he was the first on the other
No,
Sevens team.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he was the first of the universe, of our universe. Well, their unit.
Oh, we're part of it.
Yeah,
Don't worry
our
about it.
to get our to get eliminated. So yeah, it's like, which is essentially the equivalent of being killed, isn't it?
Hmm.
Really. So so really, yeah, it's like Cullen fails again almost. So I think that's what they're kind of saying is like he is almost the letdown.
No, because I want to take it one step further. And maybe I'm going in the wrong direction here, but like because Krillin's died, however many, like 3 times, I think, maybe 3 times now, at least 2, maybe 3.
He got turned into a rock by Deburi. He got killed by Tambourine. He
And
got
Frieza.
killed by
So yeah,
Frieza.
3, and then GT if you want to count that one as well. 4.
Not really. Yeah.
But
But did
yeah,
they had to wish him back for the Deburi, did they, or not? Or did he?
yes,
Or
I
when
believe so.
when Deburi died, does he just unturn?
Maybe that might be right. Maybe that wasn't counted as a death. But either way, he's died
Anyway,
the other
he
times.
suffered a lot,
No,
basically.
and it's the fact that people go back now and watch maybe the Frieza saga, and they watch that Krillin death moment and think, haha, look, yeah, that's classic Krillin. And it's like it's got to the point now where if Krillin was to die again, that these jokes have taken away the emotional impact that it could have. I mean, the Dragon Balls take that way anyway because anyone can come back to life. But if it was Krillin specifically that died, it's not going to have an emotional impact anymore. And it's because of these jokes. People make the joke that he is the weak one and he dies all the time. So it's like, oh, it's just Krillin dying again. Who really cares? And it's because of these jokes. And I get it. I'm fine with them making jokes on his weakness. Like they do it in Superhero, like you just said. The film I in it's Mightiest Warriors and Krillin, like, haha, fine, okay, fine. Make a joke that he's not as strong as the rest, that's fine. But joking about the fact that he dies all the time, it's taken out of the impact of any potential interest they can do with it. I think that's where I'm getting
I
at.
just imagine the scenario that, like, in Superhero, spoilers. Well, no, not spoilers, because it's a pretend scenario. It's like Krillin hangs back. He doesn't get involved in the final fight. And then he jumps out the plane to decide to get involved. He sees Pan. He tries to go and save her. This doesn't happen. So if you haven't seen the film, this isn't a spoiler. This is just a hypothetical. He goes to try and save her because a random beam blast is going to hit Pan. He jumps in the way. He saves her. He gets hit, and it kills him. To me, that would still have an impact because
I don't think it would. I feel like maybe it would in the moment. Like they would try and make it dramatic. They definitely would. But also, I know for a fact everyone will be saying, "Oh look, Krillin died again." Yeah, of course it's Krillin who dies. He dies all the time. Yeah, and make a joke of it straight away.
But because of the fact that he's doing it to save Pan, though, because of how he's doing, like why he's doing it, like he's doing it to save Pan, Goku's granddaughter, stuff like that. Like he's doing it like because of the resonance of why he's doing it. It's not just randomly, like it's not just Frieza randomly deciding to do a beam blast and kill go like it depends why you're doing it. I think he's sacrificing himself for the little kid and stuff like that. Like
maybe, but it's the fact that it's Krillin again, and that's the issue here. Because in OG Dragon Ball, we didn't even see his death against Tambourine. He just turns up dead, and it's the first death of a main character, and it actually means something. And it wasn't a joke then. And, it had a massive impact. It almost caused Goku to die as well. And then in the Frieza saga, Krillin didn't do anything wrong. He was just the wrong place at the wrong time, and Frieza targeted him to attack to show how strong he was. And he blew him up from the inside out. It was a gruesome death. But that was made into a joke.
I literally don't think that would have made any difference who you picked out of on any of those people. So you could have done that to Bulma in OG, and it would have had the same effect because it was the same. because he was very close with those people. The same, he could have done it to Roshi. It would have had the same effect.
Would
Because
they have had the jokes though?
no, but no, like the shock factor and
Oh, the
everything
shot
like that.
in
Like
OG, the death.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously Demon King Piccolo has an issue with Roshi. Obviously, yeah, he has a history with Roshi. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it would make sense for him to want Roshi dead. So that makes perfect sense for Tambourine to kill Roshi, and that would obviously upset Goku quite a lot. So he would definitely go chasing afterwards. So first death makes perfect sense for that to happen. So that there's no real difference for that happening. Frieza could just as easily have decided to pick up Gohan and blow up Gohan because it's Goku's son. So that makes perfect sense as well. Like those emotional resonances are kind of redundant.
Yeah.
You could say, dependent regardless of the character. I think it just totally depends on not necessarily the person, it's how it's happening. A lot, not necessarily the person. And I think the impact of a death always depends on how you do the death.
Yeah.
And I think like Trunks' death, for instance, to Cell in the Cell games, when you see it for the first time, obviously when you see it for the first time, a long time ago, you did not see that coming.
Oh no, not at all.
From the smoke, you thought Cell was gone. It was as simple as that. Just like the characters in the show, you thought Cell was gone, and then Cell was down.
Yeah.
And then Trunks was down. And like it's the thing is like if that was Krillin, like you would have been like, what the hell? Like it doesn't. I don't think it matters. I think it's how you do these things. You wouldn't if that had happened to Piccolo, you would be a lot more focused on the fact that Cell was alive and he just killed someone than the fact of Krillin having died again. Like you'd be focused on like what the hell? How was one of the characters dead? What's just happened?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the thing. Like, it's you're focusing. I think you're focusing more on the story and how it manages.
Potentially, but that's just one of the many jokes, the inside jokes in general of like Yamcha sucks, Goku's bad father, Piccolo's Gohan's real
I think
dad.
Yamcha does get a rough ride. However, the Yamcha sucks thing, he then got the filler episode, and he was the hero of that episode.
He was. People still disrespect him, and that's the issue.
Yeah, like that episode is so good. It's one of my favorite episodes of Super.
Yeah, me too.
It's such a good episode, and it's a random filler because there's nothing bad about it. It's just good fun.
Yeah.
It's so well done. There's so many Easter eggs. They put so much effort into it. There's so many throwbacks. It's a filler episode that they put a lot of effort into. And the hero of that story, of that episode, is Yamcha. They give him the dragon fist, except it's not the dragon fist. Dragon. Oh, what do you call it? Wolf.
Wolf Fang Fist.
Yeah. Sorry, but with a baseball throw. Like they give him everything. He is the story, the hero of that story, and the only thing that they don't. The only way he only gets like anything is obviously he gets the throwback to when he got blown up by the Cyberman at the end. But even then, he still reaches the home run. He still reaches home base.
Yeah.
So he still gets the win in the end. So you see, gets his respect, but at the same time, he still gets the win, and he still becomes a hero.
Yeah, he does, but I feel like I'm focusing more on the online reaction, like these jokes where people keep commenting all the time and all this stuff, you know. Like, I'm tired of them. I'm tired of seeing them. There's no new one. It's all the same stuff all the time, and it's not funny anymore. It hasn't been funny for a long time. All these jokes, it's like people are posting them like it's the first time anyone's heard them. Like, oh, you know, Goku's a bad dad, didn't you know? I think, yes, I heard this 20 years ago. Thanks. It's still the same stuff. No one's moved on, and it's annoying, and I am sick of him. I completely agree with this guy. I'm tired of the same stuff.
People are going to recycle the same jokes because there's no new content. with Dragon Ball for the most part.
I mean,
These
kind
same
of
jokes are
is.
not going anywhere. Do you really think people are going to stop saying that Piccolo is Gohan's real dad
Yeah,
when
no,
they've just released a film that is focused solely on Piccolo being Gohan's mentor throughout
yeah,
the entire film?
mm,
It is based on a film solely on those two, with Goku off on another planet for the entire film,
mm,
while Piccolo is basically looking after Gohan and trying to make him a better person
mm,
and a better father, trying
yeah.
to teach him to be a better father.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not happening. Like,
Yeah, it isn't happening. That's the thing. I know this. I know that these jokes aren't going to stop. But it's the fact that we've had all these new characters introduced in Super, and they don't get joked about. It's all the same stuff from Z. It's
yeah,
continuing the same jokes over and over again, and I am tired of them. I'm sick of them. I don't want to see them anymore. Just move on. Forget about it. We know. Everyone knows. Everyone knows this stupid joke. All right, you don't need to keep mentioning it all the time. Just move on. God, tired
do you
of
know
it.
what also screwed the pooch for you? Team Four Star.
I mean, no, not. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
they've doubled
they
down on the Krillin
unfortunately,
stuff a bit more, but apart
yeah,
from
they
that,
unfortunately, like, certain things they helped hammer home.
yeah,
Like, I love Team Four Star, but they kind of like these jokes that were quite obvious.
mm,
They helped hammer home,
yeah, they did,
but
they did.
they did it in a more nuanced style.
Mm,
So what they took, like, the obvious jokes and they just made them better.
yeah,
So whilst they were fresher and they made them better, like the Krillin own counter and stuff like that.
but again though, Team Four
Yeah,
Star's been going on for 10 plus years now.
yeah,
So I'd say even all of their jokes that they were making are pretty ancient now. But I'm fine. I'm fine with their stuff. It's a difference. It's when people
yeah,
are saying the jokes solely based on the actual anime. But if
yeah.
they're just referencing Team Four Star, fair enough. I get it. It's their joke.
No, oh no, no. What I'm saying is, like, Team Force are great. That's
Mm,
not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're bad. What I'm saying is the fact that people have hinted at like the things like the Krillin counter in it, like Krillin dying and everything all the
mm,
time, which was obviously indicated in the show, and
mm.
people started making jokes about it. Team Four Star agreed, and they saw the Krillin counter, and they started doing that and everything like that. That just reinforced people's perceptions, and
Yeah,
people enjoyed that, and so that's just hammered the point home, and so people are not going to let go of that as a result of that. So
it's true.
these jokes are not going anywhere.
It's true. It is. It's sadly true. But I don't know.
Yeah.
To wrap up, I guess I agree with this take.
Yeah.
I'm
I
for it.
think I think I can see where you're coming from. I just think there's not a chance that it's going to change.
Nah, I don't think
Um,
it's going to change either.
no,
Sadly.
and I think with things like the new film coming out, and especially the content that the film is just going to reinforce the type of jokes of like Goku being a bad dad, because Gohan struggled the entire film by himself
Yeah.
and only had his real dad to
Mm.
help him throughout, while his bad dad was off somewhere else ignoring him.
Yeah.
Basically,
I
like,
mean, yeah,
all the jokes are just going to pile up,
it's true.
unfortunately.
I know this, but I'm really curious to know what other people think. So if you've watched all this way, then let us know your comments down below. I'm curious to know what people think about this topic, because it is an interesting one. Are you also sick of the jokes, or do you not mind them as much? Or are you one of the people who I hate, who are going to post comments with just these jokes? Let me know. But
Those
yeah,
Yamcha haters.
yeah. Oh.